My name is Joanne Lee. I'm a mother of two children. My two children were born as female biologically. In June of 2014, my first child came out as transgender and left to East Coast shortly after. 2 months later, my second child, Skylar, came out as transgender and queer. I was in shock and I didn't understand what's the meaning of LGBTQ and transgender. I was born and raised in South Korea. Like other Asian countries, we don't talk about LGBTQ issues. It is taboo to talk about LGBTQ issues. I was raised in Christian upbringing, so Asian cultural influence and Christian upbringing made me not to accept them as my transgender sons. September 28, 2015. It was heartbroken and saddest day of my life because Skylar took his own life from depression. On his funeral day, I saw him laying in the casket peacefully, and I was so sorry that I was not there for my son as a mother, and I felt strong pain he had. He told me that my Christian upbringing made him homophobic and transphobic. And if I could go back in the past, if I wanted to say one word to Skylar now, I could tell him God loves him no matter what. On his funeral day, I promised myself to make his life mean something and end this kind of tragedy from that moment. I became an activist because I want to help the struggling transgender youth and their struggling family. Now I go to Reconciling Church. Before, I didn't go to Reconciling Church because of that influence, my Christian faith failing me, the traditional faith failing me and my son. Now, the Reconciling Church means a lot to me. I went to First United Methodist Church in Madison, Wisconsin. And they accepted me as who I am, and also they accepted my transgender son as who he was. They were crying with me, and then they supported me. There is a reconciling team over there. They were trained to read the books and watching movies, and then they had a discussion. In the beginning, they didn't understand why they have to go through this procedure. Now they are grateful because they opened their eyes and they could see the people who they are as who they are. And they wanted to support me. And I am grateful that I am in the Reconciling Church. And it can save so many lives. Please give them opportunity to live and have the same equal dignity and freedom and live their life as other children and youth. They deserve this life because God is love and He loves all His creatures, and all means all. There is no exclusion. And I'm going to ask the pastors and churches, please help them to live and then accept them as who they are. I like to share my son's quote. It is not justice if we leave behind the members of our communities. It is not justice if we ignore interconnected oppression of those who we share community with. Thank you.